Okay, my persuasive speech is going to be on establishing retirement early. The specific purpose of this speech is to persuade you guys to establish retirement accounts earlier in your careers. The earlier you start a retirement account, the better benefits you'll have in the long run when it comes time to retire. The central idea of this is you can avoid a lot of financial problems down the road, and you can have a better retirement plan once you start planning early and planning ahead. So, where do we even start when it comes time to investing, and how is it done? So, the first thing that we need to do is getting used to saving and investing. In this generation, we have a hard time saving our money and investing our money into something good. When the latest iPhone comes out, everyone wants to buy it, or you want a bigger TV, everyone wants to go get it. So everyone has a really tough time saving and investing their money into something good. Your first few paychecks can determine how you save your money for the rest of your career. If you're spending everything for 6 months, then you'll get used to that certain lifestyle, and it'll be really hard for you to save money and cut back your spending habits. But if you save and invest a sizable proportion of your paycheck, then you won't even miss it. You won't even realize it's gone. They can take some money right out of your paycheck and you won't even know it. So they'll just automatically take it out of your paycheck and you won't even know it because you'll still have enough money in there to do what you need to do. Your paychecks will be just cut back a little bit, but you still will have the money that you have, and it's not like you're losing that money. It goes to your retirement fund, which will help you in the long run. The next thing is compounding. Getting an early start with investments can make a big difference in how much you have when you retire. If you invest $300 per month when you're 25 and substantially earn 8% each year, then you will have over $1 million by the time you're 65. If you wait until you're 35 to start investing $300 a month, then you'll have about $400,000. That's a big difference. That's less than half than you would have had if you would have started saving a decade earlier. So that's a big difference when it comes to money and how early you start versus how later you start. So that's really a big difference. Learning how to invest. Another big thing with this generation is that most of us are really not good investors, and most of us don't really know how to invest. So many people buy stocks when prices are high and panic and sell them when the stock market crashes, which is the worst time to do either one of them. So that just puts you in a bad situation and losing everything that you try to invest in. It takes time to learn how to invest the right way, and the earlier you start investing, the faster you'll figure it out and catch on. The earlier you start, the sooner you can grow and make something out of what you're investing in and what you're putting your time into investing. What you need when it comes to investing and establishing a retirement plan is money management skills. Now that you're out on your own, it's important for you to take responsibility and buy your finances little by little. You don't want to just go buy a house or something as soon as you turn 18. That's not being responsible. But part of developing financial responsibility is learning to balance your needs with present expenses. Sometimes that means saving for a short-term goal, as in like you're buying a car or you're buying a new laptop or something like that, and a long-term goal, which is retirement. So that's your long-term goal, is having enough money in your retirement to be comfortable when it comes time for retirement. Once you become used to balancing your priorities, it becomes easier to build a budget that takes into account of both fixing your expenses and what you need. A budget can help you pursue your financial goals and develop strong money management skills. If you establish healthy money habits in your 20s and stick with these practices as you grow, you'll have a major advantage as you edge closer to retirement. So the sooner you start, the better it is when you retire. You'll have better money management skills and you'll have better like managing skills with your money and all types of other things. It's never too early to start. As soon as you get your first job, you want to talk to HR or someone to see if you're eligible to receive company best benefits and start investing. It's never too early. The beginning of your career is the best time to start because you'll have more time to invest your funds. There is more time in your career for these assets to grow. So you can start as soon as you get a job and just grow from there. At the very least, consider setting aside money from each of your paycheck to save or invest, and perhaps consider cutting back in other areas, as in getting that TV or getting that Apple Watch or getting the newest shoes that just came out, things like that. Just cutting back in general. One of the good benefits of, in the long run, like a satisfaction that you're going to have, is flexibility of the youth. So although there is a good chance that you have student loans, you probably have fewer financial responsibilities than someone who's older. So starting when you save when you're younger, you don't have as many responsibilities as you would if you were older. So you can cut back and save than would you have to if you was in your 30s and you had kids and stuff like that. So this means you have an easier time freeing up a few extra dollars to dedicate towards retirement. Getting into the retirement saving habit now so that your future financial obligations arrive, you won't have to fit in saving for retirement too late. It'll already be done. It'll already be there when you retire. So starting a retirement plan as soon as you can is really important. It's really important for you to have it, and it's in there for when it comes time for you to retire. So the earlier you start, the more money you'll have when it comes time to retire.